Hi, it's your lady, Coach Nisha T here. Remember, we're talking about the transformation that you are looking for in your life to be you. And first, we started off talking about the healing process. Are you living a traumatized life? Are past experiences creeping up on you? Do they create triggers in your life? And remember, we asked the question, where did this behavior come from? And don't forget your exercise that comes along with that. And also, we talked about forgiveness of yourself and others for the things that you didn't know and for the things they didn't know. And remember, that came with an exercise as well. And then we talked about gaining an understanding of who you are called to be. What do you like to do? Who are you? How did you get here? Where do you go from here? And the generational trauma that comes with your childhood. And remember, we talked about in order to forgive, we must stop blaming others. And that comes with blaming ourselves. It's some things that happen in our lives. No, it shouldn't have happened. But where do we go from here? And then we talked about loving ourselves unapologetically and authentically. How do we do that? We talked about accepting who we are, and we talked about some things that happened in our childhood that should not have happened, and those insecurities. We already know. The homework exercise, remember the 3 things, write them down, and turn them into something that you love about you. And now we're talking about the process of caring for yourself. Did you know that you can self-care on a budget? Are you the one who's trying to self-care and love and pour from an empty cup? And the way to show this is you are constantly going out of your way for other people. You wake up in the middle of the night because your best friend or your daughter or your son or your mother has a flat tire. You're asleep. You have to be to work at 5 a.m. They call you at 3 a.m. because your ringer is on. Now they're calling you. Do you continue to show up? Or do you allow them to figure it out for themselves? And another way is when your child is 18 years of age, but they are still in school and they live under your roof, do you set your alarm and wake them up? Or do you allow them to wake themselves up? Because you know that's more of you and your energy that you have to continue to pour into other people. Yes, your child may be 18, but is it their responsibility to wake themselves up? That's a part of self-care. It is, because I am pretty sure, because you have to get up at 5 a.m. to go to work, they can do it too. A lot of times people think that they can't afford to self-care. They can't afford to care for themselves because they think it's caring for themselves on the outside. Did you know that self-care is on the inside? It does not have anything to do with your outer appearance at all. So I'm going to ask you, or I'm going to share some ways that you can self-care. You can stay in bed a little longer, right? You can take a bath. This is all at home. You can read a book. You can sit in quiet time. Or you can decide to watch a movie if you would like, by yourself. And if you want to get all fancy, you can take yourself out. You can wine and dine yourself. You can do that for you. And that's okay. That is okay. That is a form of caring for yourself and pouring from a cup that is full. How often do you treat yourself on a budget? It doesn't have to be anything expensive. So the exercise I am going to ask you to do is take 15 minutes to yourself. Just 15 minutes. One day per week. Just 15 minutes. And in my coaching program, we do more exercises like these. And we do some things to allow you to show you that you are loved, ways to care for yourself, how to transform your life. It's your lady, Coach Nisha T.